What if I told you the real reason your body starts breaking down after 60 isn't just age? It's something much deeper, something happening inside your body right now, at the cellular level. Because after 60, your stem cells, the very cells responsible for repairing, regenerating, and renewing your body, start slowing down. And when they slow down, everything else begins to follow. Your joints don't heal like they used to. Your skin loses its firmness. Your energy drops, even when you rest. And small health issues start turning into bigger problems. But here's what most people don't know. Your stem cells don't just die because of age. They stop working properly because of the environment inside your body. And that environment is shaped by your daily habits. Poor sleep, chronic stress, processed food, lack of movement. These things don't just affect how you feel. They directly shut down the activity of your stem cells, meaning your body still has the ability to repair itself, but it's not being activated. This is why two people at the same age can look and feel completely different. One feels weak, tired, and limited, while the other stays active, sharp, and full of life. The difference isn't luck. It's what's happening inside their cells. Now here's the part that might surprise you. Scientists and doctors have found that in many cases, stem cell activity can actually be supported, even after 60. Not through expensive treatments or complicated procedures, but through simple changes that restore the right internal conditions. When your body gets the right signals, your stem cells can wake up again. They begin repairing tissues, reducing inflammation, and improving how your body functions overall. And people start noticing changes faster than they expect. More energy, better mobility, clearer thinking, and a body that feels more alive again. So if you've been feeling like your body is slowing down or not recovering the way it used to, stay with me, because what you're about to learn is how to support your body's natural repair system. Most people believe that aging is simply the result of time passing, that once you cross 60, your body naturally starts declining and there's nothing you can do about it. But that belief is only partially true. Because what actually determines how fast your body ages is not your age alone. It's what's happening inside your body at the cellular level, especially with your stem cells. Stem cells are like your body's internal repair system. They are responsible for replacing damaged cells, healing tissues, and keeping your organs functioning properly. Every time your body gets injured, every time your muscles break down, every time your skin needs renewal, stem cells step in to repair and rebuild. But after the age of 60, something begins to change. These stem cells don't disappear. They don't die off completely. They simply become less active. They slow down, and when they slow down, your body loses its ability to repair itself efficiently. This is why cuts take longer to heal. This is why joint pain becomes more common. This is why your energy levels don't bounce back the way they used to. It's not just aging, it's reduced repair. But here's where it gets interesting. The slowdown of stem cells is not only caused by age, it's heavily influenced by your internal environment. Think of your body like a system that responds to signals. When the environment inside your body is healthy, balanced, and supportive, your stem cells receive signals to stay active. But when that environment becomes toxic, inflamed, or stressed, those same stem cells receive the opposite signal. They go into a kind of inactive mode. And this environment is shaped by things most people ignore every day. Chronic inflammation from poor diet, constant stress that keeps your body in survival mode, lack of proper sleep, which blocks repair processes, and physical inactivity, which tells your body there's no need to maintain strength or regeneration. All of these factors combine to create a condition where your stem cells are still present, but they're not doing their job effectively. This is why many people feel like their body is giving up after a certain age. In reality, the system is still there. It's just not being activated. And the most dangerous part is that this process happens slowly, quietly. So most people don't notice it until the effects become visible. They start feeling weaker, slower, more dependent. and they assume it's just part of getting older. But what if that's not the full story? What if the real issue is not that your body can't repair itself anymore, but that it's not being given the right conditions to do so? Because when you begin to change those conditions, something powerful starts to happen. Your body begins to respond. Inflammation starts to decrease, energy production improves, and slowly, your repair systems begin to reactivate. Not overnight, but faster than most people expect. And this is exactly where the shift begins. Because once you understand that aging is not just about time, but about how your body is functioning internally, you realize something important. You still have control. One of the biggest hidden reasons your stem cells stop working properly is something most people deal with every single day, without even realizing it: chronic inflammation. Not the kind you feel when you get injured, but the silent, internal inflammation that slowly builds up inside your body over time. This type of inflammation doesn't cause immediate pain. It doesn't stop you in your tracks. Instead, it works quietly in the background, disrupting your body's natural systems, including your stem cells. Because stem cells are extremely sensitive to their environment. When your body is calm, balanced, and low in inflammation, they stay active. They repair tissues. They regenerate cells. They keep your body functioning efficiently. But when inflammation becomes constant, it sends a completely different signal. A signal that tells your body something is wrong. And in response, your stem cells begin to shut down. Not completely, but enough to slow your body's ability to repair itself. Now here's the part most people don't realize. This inflammation is not random. It's being triggered daily by habits that feel completely normal. Processed foods filled with sugar and unhealthy fats. Lack of quality sleep that prevents proper recovery. Constant stress that keeps your body in a state of alert. And a lifestyle with very little movement. Each of these factors increases inflammation slightly, but when combined, they create a constant internal pressure on your body, and over time, that pressure becomes your normal state. This is why many people over 60 feel tired all the time, why their joints ache for no clear reason, why their recovery becomes slower, and slower, and slower. It's not just aging. It's inflammation blocking repair, and your stem cells are caught in the middle of it. They're still there. They still have the ability to repair your body, but the environment they're in is no longer supportive. It's like having a powerful engine, but running it in the wrong conditions. It can't perform at its full capacity. Now here's what makes this even more dangerous. Chronic inflammation doesn't just slow down repair, it also accelerates damage. It affects your blood vessels, your brain function, your muscles and joints, even your skin. This is why signs of aging start appearing faster once inflammation becomes constant. But the moment you begin to reduce inflammation, everything starts to shift. Your body becomes calmer, your internal systems start balancing out, and your stem cells begin receiving the signal they've been waiting for. A signal that says, it's safe to repair again. And when that happens, you don't just feel better. You start noticing real changes. Less stiffness, more energy, better recovery, and a body that feels more responsive again. This is where most people get surprised, because they expect aging to be permanent. But when the environment changes, the body changes with it. And in the next part, we're going to uncover something even more powerful. There's one daily habit that has more control over your stem cells than almost anything else. And the surprising part is, it happens every single night. Sleep. Not just how long you sleep, but how well your body actually enters deep, restorative sleep. Because this is the time when your body does its most important work. While you're asleep, your body shifts into repair mode. Damaged cells are restored. Hormones are balanced. Inflammation is reduced. And most importantly, your stem cells become more active. This is when they go to work, repairing tissues, rebuilding muscles, supporting your brain, and maintaining your overall health. But when your sleep is poor, this entire system starts to break down. And the problem is, most people think they're sleeping enough. But in reality, Their body is not reaching the deep stages of sleep where real repair happens. Late night screen exposure, irregular sleep schedules, stress before bed. All of these things disrupt your natural sleep cycle. And when that cycle is disrupted, your body doesn't get the signal to repair. Instead of deep healing, you get light, broken sleep. And over time, this creates a serious problem, because your stem cells depend on those deep sleep phases to stay active. Without it, their activity drops. Your body stops repairing itself properly, and you begin to feel it. You wake up tired, even after hours of sleep. Your body feels stiff, your mind feels foggy, and your energy never fully returns. This isn't just fatigue. This is your repair system being interrupted, and it builds up over time. One night of poor sleep might not feel like a big deal, but repeated nights turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months, and suddenly, your body feels years older. But here's the powerful part most people overlook. Sleep is one of the fastest ways to reset your system. When you improve your sleep quality, your body responds almost immediately. Within just a few nights, you can start to feel the difference. Your energy becomes more stable, your mind feels clearer, your body begins to recover faster. Because your stem cells are finally getting the signal they need. A signal that says, it's time to repair. And when that happens, the effects go beyond just feeling rested. Your skin starts improving, your muscles recover better, your brain function becomes sharper, and your overall health begins to shift in a positive direction. This is why sleep is not just a routine. It's a biological reset, and ignoring it is one of the fastest ways to accelerate aging from the inside. But fixing it can begin to reverse that process faster than most people expect. And in the next part, we're going to talk about something that's directly connected to your sleep, your inflammation, and your stem cells. Something you put into your body every single day, and how it can either destroy your repair system. What you put into your body every single day is either feeding your stem cells or slowly shutting them down. And the problem is, most people think food only affects weight, but in reality, food directly controls how your cells behave. Every meal you eat sends signals inside your body, signals that either support repair or create damage. And one of the biggest hidden threats to your stem cells is excess sugar and processed food. Because when you consume too much sugar, it doesn't just raise your blood sugar levels. It triggers a process that damages your cells from the inside. It creates something known as internal stress, which leads to inflammation. And as you already know, inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of stem cell activity. But it goes even deeper than that. Sugar also interferes with collagen, the protein responsible for keeping your skin firm and youthful. Over time, this damage shows up as wrinkles, sagging skin, and loss of elasticity. But what you see on the outside is only a reflection of what's happening inside. Your blood vessels are affected, your organs are affected, even your brain is affected, and your stem cells are trying to work in an environment that's constantly under attack. At the same time, highly processed foods lack the nutrients your body actually needs. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. These are the building blocks your stem cells rely on to function properly. Without them, your cells become weaker, less efficient, more vulnerable to damage. This is why you can eat a full meal and still feel low on energy, because your body is not getting what it needs at a cellular level. Hydration also plays a powerful role here. Your cells depend on water to transport nutrients, remove waste, and maintain proper function. Even slight dehydration can slow down these processes, leading to fatigue, dull skin, and reduced repairability. But here's the turning point. When you start giving your body the right fuel, everything begins to shift. Whole, natural foods begin to reduce inflammation. Antioxidants help protect your cells from damage. Healthy fats support your brain and hormones, and your body finally gets the resources it needs to repair itself. And when that happens, your stem cells respond. They become more active, more efficient, more capable of doing their job. You start feeling lighter, more energized, more alive. Not because of a miracle, but because your body is finally working the way it was designed to. This is why nutrition is not just about eating less, it's about eating right, because every bite you take is either moving you toward repair or pushing you deeper into decline. And in the next part, we're going to uncover another powerful factor, something that most people ignore, but has a direct impact on how active your stem cells remain. There's one more factor that quietly controls how your stem cells behave, and most people completely ignore it. Movement. Not extreme workouts, not intense gym sessions, just simple, consistent movement throughout your day. Because your body was never designed to stay still for hours. It was built to move, to stretch, to stay active. But modern life has changed that. Long hours sitting, scrolling on your phone, watching screens late into the night. All of this sends a very clear signal to your body that it doesn't need to stay strong. And when your body receives that signal, it begins to adapt. Muscles start to weaken, joints become stiff, circulation slows down, and your overall energy begins to drop. But here's where it connects directly to your stem cells. Movement is one of the key triggers that activates them. When you move your body, you increase blood flow. And that blood flow delivers oxygen and nutrients to your cells, including your stem cells. This creates an environment where repair becomes easier, more efficient, more consistent. But when you don't move, that entire system slows down. Your cells don't get what they need. Waste products build up, and your body begins to feel heavier, slower, older. This is why inactivity accelerates aging so quickly. Not because your body is failing, but because it's adapting to a lack of use. Another important part of movement is how it affects your hormones. When you stay active,